All right, so last class, we worked on solving multi-step equations. Y'all remember that? What is the only difference that you see, and I understand that this is a new topic, but what is the only thing that you see different here as opposed to solving multi-step equations?
The equal sign has changed.
The equal sign has changed, absolutely. So we don't have an equal sign. What do you all think we have? Let's use context clues. What do we have now instead of an equal sign, Jenny?
Inequality signs.
Absolutely, we have an inequality sign, all right? So if I wanted to tackle on this problem, again, don't even worry about the inequality sign, and we'll worry about the inequality sign later. So if I wanted to tackle on this problem, what would be the first step that I wanted to do? Lyman?
Distribute.
I would use distributive property, absolutely. Can somebody tell me how I use distributive property? Lauren?
You multiply the 4 times whatever's in the parentheses.
Absolutely. I want to multiply everything that is outside of the parentheses by everything that is inside of the parentheses. So the very first thing that we have to do is multiply this 4 times this x, right? And 4 times x gives me
4x.
4x. Am I done with the distributive property?
No.
Why not? What else do I have to do?
Because you have
Jenny?
to multiply 4 times 2.
Absolutely. I now have to distribute my 4 and multiply it times 2. 4 times 2 gives me
8.
Positive 8. Okay? So now we're going to worry about this inequality sign. We have 4x plus 8 is greater than 6. So how can I solve this? How can I solve this? Luna?
By you doing the same exact thing, but instead of the equal sign, you just use that, which is you find the difference between 8 and 6.
So Luna said that we're going to use the same exact concept that we did when we solved multi-step equations. Alright? I'm not even going to worry about this. But we are going to use the same exact concept that we did when solving multi-step equations. So if I want to solve this multi-step inequality, what is my first step into solving that after we distribute it? Y'all?
Subtract 8 from both sides.
I'm subtracting 8 from both sides. Absolutely. I am subtracting 8 from both sides. Bryson, can you tell me why we subtracted 8 from both sides?
Because you have to do the opposite.
Right. I have to do the opposite, but there's a mathematical concept, a mathematical term that's used for the opposite.
The inverse?
I have to do inverse, the inverse operation. And so if I subtract 8, what happens to these two right here? They cancel out.
You bring down the 4x.
I'm bringing down the 4x is greater than 6 minus 8, I get, do I get negative 2? And I'm done, right? We're good.
No.
We're good.
No.
Why am I not done?
You have to divide 4.
Okay, why? Listen to the question. Why am I not done?
Because you have to divide 4.
Oh, I do have to divide 4.
Yeah.
As I just said, I have to get x alone. There's an I word called for that.
Isolate.
I have to isolate my variable. So to isolate my variable, here it's telling me to multiply, right? And again, I have to focus on inverse operation. So my inverse operation, if I have to multiply by 4, inverse is divide by 4. Absolutely. Divide by 4 on both sides. What happens to my 4 and my
cancel
out.
Why do these cancel out?
It's the same thing. It'll give you 1 and there's no purpose of 1x.
Absolutely, because 4 divided by 4 just gives me 1. And there's no purpose of writing 1x. That's redundant. That's repetitive, right? We can just simply leave it as x is greater than, and then I have negative 2 divided by 4. Anybody get an answer for that? Negative 0.5. Absolutely. Box off your answer, and we're done. Absolutely, 100%. All right, now let's work on number 2, and it's going to get a little bit more difficult. So just copy down what you see. Alright, I'm going to give y'all 30 seconds to attempt to solve number 2. Do what you know how to do. If you're stuck and you don't know how to proceed, try to enter the problem in a different way. If you're still stuck and you don't know how to proceed, we can refer back to the document that I shared to you. So look on your tablet. That tablet has a specific problem that we can look back to see how we can analyze and enter this problem and attempt to solve it.